so no front. Kandi and Garrett, yeah, we say what you want. Real life, real stories, yeah, we keep it real. If you're looking for the truth, this is how it feel. Conversations that matter, yeah, we bringing it out. From the highs to the lows, yeah, we talking it out. No fluff, no cap, yeah, we keeping it
Welcome
straight.
back to Real Talk with Kandi Thompson.
And Garrett Gray. Woo!
Happy birthday, America!
Yeah! 250 years.
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of fun. I've always been told that I'm a bicentennial baby. Oh, you're a bicentennial. Well, when you're 4, you're like, I don't even know what that means, right? But being born in 76, so all of us turning 50 this year are bicentennial babies. And so, yeah, this is
cool.
a big
That's
birthday.
actually super cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big birthday.
Yeah.
It's huge and a lot is going on. It's just insane. I mean, you can put
It
it all
is.
into
I know.
it's like everything's
know.
happening, right? It's like
I know.
uh
It's interesting though. It would be kind of fun to like pick someone's brain who's like over 100 years old and
Yeah.
say like, what did you think it was going to look like in 100 years? You know,
right.
I mean, you have the Jetsons,
Yeah.
and like we've way surpassed the Jetsons, right?
Yeah,
Although
right.
I'm not going to lie.
Have we surpassed the Jetsons?
Well,
What year
Mrs.
was the Jetsons?
Jetson had Jane, wasn't it? Was it Jane Jetson? Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy,
Mm-hmm.
Jane, his wife. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Do.
Yep. Nope,
Okay.
that's there. I think you're on track there.
Okay, thank you. So Jane's the wife. And so the one thing that I've never seen from the Jetsons yet is the helmet that goes over your head. And in 1 second, your makeup and hair are done.
You're worried about that. I'm over here like, I want flying
Yeah.
cars.
We've got
You know
Rosie
what
the
I'm
robot.
saying?
No, they have flying cars. They have flying cars.
Yeah.
We've got Rosie the robots out, right? Like those are all, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Although we're not living in a Space Needle with the flying car, but other
Right.
than that.
No, and then I think we also surpassed Back to the Future.
Oh, yes,
too,
we have.
Right.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
no floating
Yeah.
skateboards, no floating bikes.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biff.
People had
Everybody's
had
got a Biff,
a
though.
lot. Oh yeah, people had a lot of creative thoughts, and now it's like,
Mhm.
well, now what do we do? So now they're on to
It's
like
kind of fun.
2055 or
I know.
2047
Oh, no.
or
That is going to be
2147.
crazy to figure out because with what AI is doing and how fast it's growing, and I don't care whether you like it or not, it's here and it's growing and it's smart and it's going to take over the world. And that we can't even, our brains can't even imagine what 20, 30 years from now is going to look like, you know? Okay, so this was something that I thought was kind of interesting. I thought, let's journey for a second, 250 years. Let's talk about, so what I said was, I said to AI, give me the top 10, events
America's
that have shaped our
biggest
history in the
events?
last 250
Okay.
years. Yeah.
What'd
And
you-
so,
what'd it
and
come
it's,
up with?
and you know what is so cool? Like one thing that I love about it is that it's all about, it's all about the conflict that created who we are, right? It's so basically our entire country is built on military. The freedoms that
That's
we
what the whole-
have,
that's- yeah.
we have the freedoms we have because of the men and women who have fought for our freedoms and have fought for our country
right.
from the beginning. So
Well, that's how
declaration,
isn't that how we started?
yeah, no, it
Breaking
is.
free with our own
It is.
militia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So Declaration of Independence, 1776.
Woo.
Then the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights was the next year in 1787. They said from 87 to 91 that was being written.
Mhm.
Civil War and the abolition of slavery, 1861 to 65. So that's almost 100 years later, right? And then the Industrial Revolution and the
Mhm.
westward expansion was the late 1800s. And that's when they connected the nation through railroads and fueled massive economic growth and immigration. They transformed America into an industrial power. Then in 1929 to 39 was the Great Depression. So this was as a result of World War II, or the First World War, right?
Mhm.
Adam, the First World War? Okay, so 29 to 39.
Mhm.
Produced the worst economic crisis in U.S. history.
Right.
That led to Social Security, banking reform, labor protections, and expanded federal role in the economy.
And then they took that and just ran with it.
Yeah, well, and then the next big event was World War II from 41 to 45. And that's when we helped defeat Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. That's when we established the United States as the world's leading military and economic superpower. And that led to the creation of the United Nations and the post-war international order.
Mhm.
Then the civil rights movement. So see, these are all just off of conflict is what shaped our country. Civil rights movement was in 50s to 60s, right? We ended legal segregation. They landmarked the legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And then the next one was in 1969. They call it the space race and moon landing. That was a big deal when Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the moon. Why? If it actually happened, we don't think they landed on the moon. Are you a moon landing person? I've been on the moon. Yes, Garrett. How do you not know that? Why do you think I have a podcast?
Yeah. Well, we'll say that for another one.
Okay, there's
our one. Come on,
there's our
Really,
controversy.
think about it.
We have a conspiracy theory here. Demonstrated American technology leadership in 1969 and accelerated innovations in science, computing, communications, and engineering. The next big event was September 11th, terrorist attacks in 2001. That was the deadliest terrorist attack on U.S. soil. It reshaped national security, foreign policy, airport security, intelligence gathering, and military strategy. And it led to the war on terror. So then the next was the digital... Which is the
longest running war.
Yeah. Well, because we've never ended it, right?
Technically.
I mean, we still... Yeah. No, there's no winner or loser.
I don't think there's a winner and loser war. But...
Yeah, true. Then the digital revolution and internet age. So that was from 1990s to today.
Yeah.
Transformed communications, business, healthcare, education, entertainment, and commerce. Positioned the United States as the global leader in many of the world's largest technology companies. And more recently, artificial intelligence is emerging as the next transformational chapter.
Yeah.
So it gives us...
Did it's come up with anything after our long-standing war that we've came up with that's changed and manipulated policies or safety measures after that? Because after every one you've read, there's something that's been boom, change, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, I didn't see anything or I haven't read anything that says something that's changed or besides it's just the digital era now.
Yeah.
Right?
No. And it's not. So they gave 10 honorable mentions.
Oh, okay.
So the 10 honorable mentions would be the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, women's suffrage and the 19th Amendment in 1920, which is women's rights, right? The Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, the Cold War and the fall of the Soviet Union from 47 to 1991, COVID-19 pandemic from 2020, and the election of the nation's first Black president in 2008, the Manhattan Project and the atomic age.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how that's
atom bombs.
You didn't know what that meant?
No.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
no.
huge.
You guys know that history's not my thing.
I didn't know why that would be an honorable mention. That was huge. Huge. The
interstate highway system in 1956, the Louisiana and Alaska state expansions, and the Lewis and Clark expedition. So it says...
Definitely not in any order.
Each of these events fundamentally changed the trajectory of the United States politically, economically, socially, and technologically. While historians may debate the exact order, the events above consistently appear among the most consequential milestones in the nation's first 250 years.
Man, the old duffer's been through some stuff. I'll tell you that.
You know what it just says to me, though, is like our military has really shaped our country. Like our freedoms, all the freedoms that we have out there where people are fighting to make you believe what they want you to believe, and all those freedoms came because our military fought and really, really, like honestly, you basically gave up your own life for ours. You basically gave up your own freedom to go
100%.
Fight for our country.
Exactly.
So the men and women before and currently, I mean, it's literally like, so thank you. That's a huge thing. Like this, it's crazy.
And the way I look at it is, people come out and they'll say and do whatever they want to say. My thought process is if people start getting, they can't do that, whatever. I'm like, dude, This is exactly why we, this is exactly to let them choose what they want to
Yeah.
do. Now, what upsets me is people that want to push their agenda
Yeah.
and make someone else believe
That's
that way.
right.
But it's going back and forth. It's the same
right.
way. Just do you, be how you
That's
want to
it.
be, but you don't have to make other people be how you want to be.
That's the thing. Like, I love our freedoms, and I love that all of us have the freedom to choose, right? But I don't have to choose what you choose.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us.
Right.
It's okay for you to choose something different than me.
Right.
I love everyone. I love all walks of life. I have best friends in all walks of life. But like, don't make me believe what you believe. Just
There's no need for it.
You do you, I'll do me, and that's.
Yeah.
But what's happening right now is it's being pushed on us. There's so much being pushed into the schools. Do you know that as of July 1st, they just have mandated in the state of California that every K through 12 school has to have a gender neutral bathroom? Every school in the state of California has to have a gender neutral bathroom. So you know what's happening? Girls are now changing their clothes in their cars. They're now having to go into the girls' locker room to change. I mean, it's like, how is that a thing? Like, it's just so crazy. So to me, that's difficult for me because it's like you're pushing something on other people that maybe they don't like. Just be you. Like, it just makes me, it's just such an interesting time, and it's going to just get crazier. I get that. But like, that's what I feel like your agenda. I mean, I love Jesus. If you want to love Jesus, I'll introduce you. But I'm not on here telling people every single day that that's what they have to do.
Right.
You know, like, I love Jesus. You guys know I love Jesus. If you want to know Jesus, come to me. I'll introduce you.
Yeah.
Right. I'll totally introduce you.
I'm not going to force it on you.
Not forcing it on you.
And I think that's what
quit watching.
I think that's what's funny. What people think of, like, when they hear the word freedom, they think it's to do whatever I want to do and then dictate however everybody else needs to do their thing. No. The freedom is you get the ability to choose and create your own path, however it is you want to be. Now, if you want to be lazy and you want to just start pushing your agenda and trying to just do it a different way, that's on you. But you can't be mad when someone else wants to choose what they want to do.
That's right. Well, and that's one thing that I feel.
But then there's also law and order, right? So there's fine lines.
No, it's true. Well, in law and order is there for a reason. And that's one thing that we have to say in our county. We are so
solid.
We're so blessed
Did
with
we
the
see
military.
the Redmonds interview? Oh my
It was amazing.
God.
We're so grateful for the presence that we have. Our police and our,
They're making an impact.
Presence.
Yeah,
They
the sheriff's
are.
presence, our law enforcement presence out here. I just am so happy with what they're doing and what they're trying to do and what they're trying to fight for. Because we are a small town, and what happens in small towns is you get the riffraff that don't actually live here, and they try to create bad juju, right? I really believe it. In California, we are probably one of the last little deals here that, aren't over dictated by whatever the Bay Area is doing or LA is doing, or even Sacramento, that's only right over the hill. We have our own little safe haven here, and it's created that way so we can celebrate and enjoy the happiness of this. Right? Other people in other places, and if you're not happy with America and you're going to go out there 4th of July and go do something fun, shut that down. Because then why are you here, right? You're here for a reason. This old lady here has done a lot to try to keep what we have and
Liberty,
what we're trying to do
Yeah.
As an American person and stuff like that, like your freedoms are for you and you can
That's
do
right.
it however you wish to do it.
That's
But
exactly
don't
right.
try to dictate and be a dictator
Right.
on other things and pushing other agendas.
Well, and don't do things to ruin your country.
Yeah.
Don't do things to go out and try to cause harm for other people, you
Yeah.
know? So when it comes to our own police force and our own security, what are we, law enforcement in
Mhm.
our area? Because in Amador County, we have the sheriff's presence, but each city has their own police department. But I feel like the sheriff have kind of a little bit more presence because they're over the whole county, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of unincorporated areas that the sheriff covers. And so, I mean, our sheriff's department is just off the hook.
Mhm.
Like they're out there standing for what we believe in. And now it's funny because Gary Redmond goes on and, you know, speaks to the legislature about what he's been doing and his stance
Mhm.
and what that's done for our community,
Mhm.
which we're like, yes. You'll see a lot of opposition to that because everybody has an opinion. Why? Because they have the freedom to. So they have the freedom to have their own opinion, which is beautiful. Like you shouldn't, if we all had the same opinion, we would be very boring, right?
Yeah.
But with that, like all I care about is thank you, Gary, because the people in your community that you're doing this for are very grateful.
Oh yeah.
There might be people all over the nation that are in
That always
opposition,
happens.
but at the end of the day, the only people that should care about what Gary's doing are the people in his community,
Yeah.
and we thank you, right? Take a deep breath, Garrett.
Dude, I mean, I'm yeah. I know we can go on a whole tangent about law enforcement and the parameters of what they need to, what they're doing nowadays to what they did back when, but I think we'll just start beating a dead horse at that point.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just grateful for our law enforcement. They love America. They love Amador County, and they're truly out here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, it is they're doing a 4th of July parade in Jackson this year. Like, just 250-year celebration is a big deal. And so,
and I like our county for that because we do a lot of celebrations and we do it right. We don't, it's not too over the top. We have a very good firework show that happens in our town that is just amazing.
Yeah, always done on the 3rd of July, and then the 4th of July you do your own celebration.
Right.
Yeah, so, and this is being released on the 3rd of July.
Right.
So
you guys will watch it and then see the fireworks tonight. Get there early and stay long and make sure you get a good spot. But you can also see it from a lot of places in Jackson. Yeah. I think we talked about this last year. There's a good amount of spots you can watch our fireworks.
We can see it from our house.
Well, I can see it from my house, but I got to just walk just up the block to just up to the top of the street. But then again, I can stay home, I can relax, I can barbecue, I can play with the kids. I don't got to be out in the mess if there's going to be one. And then I can just walk to the top of the street. So
no, it's very fun. And I feel like, so I actually wanted to research, like, okay, so that's like the top things in the last 250 years. But I feel like there's been a lot of change in the last 100 years. That's why even if we talk to someone who's over 100 years old, like, they would be like, oh my gosh, you know, their head would be spinning. So I said, what is the most significant thing? Let's see. So just in culture alone, like, obviously this is 250 years, the founding of American democracy for 250 years, the westward expansion and the frontier spirit. We talked about slavery, waves of immigration, women's rights, the rise of mass media. So radios, movies, television, cable, streaming.
And how that's changed too.
Yes.
How people has gotten their, like, disseminated their information and received their information has changed dramatically. I mean, back in the day, it used to be just AM radio, right? Yeah. That was it. Or news broadcasting, but it was like all just voice. Now you have, oh man, you got podcasts, you got news outlets, you got YouTube, you got all types of
internet in general,
right?
Like, we can come to you live. Any person can come to you live in the moment that they're in.
Yeah, but I also think that's changed in how people have given information too, because sometimes it's not always correct. Like on news outlets, it used to be, I think back in the day, they used to be a little bit more, what's the word? Like truthful, informative, right? But now you watch the news and it's just kind of like it's kind of just like an upgraded podcast.
You know what's
yeah, exactly. You know, it's nothing substantial.
It's kind of their stance. That's what I find. Like,
and what's really going on over there?
Well, and when I was young, like, the news was the only place you got the information. Besides
also, like, well, I guess that's the news too. The
newspaper.
Yeah,
newspaper and the news.
Yeah.
And so, you know, everybody watched the news. It's the only way they knew what was going on. I mean, of course you had radio.
Right.
But like, that was it. It was what was on the news. And they had to be unbiased. They had to just report what happened. They couldn't give their opinions one way or another. So I always felt like we were getting pretty accurate information, you know? But as the years have gone by, and I have to be honest, COVID-19 changed this for everything for me. Like, anytime I
changed it for everybody.
But that's the first time I think that I ever actually realized that, oh my gosh, we're not getting the truth. Like, we're getting only what these outlets or these people want to tell us. That was so crazy to me. Like, I thought there were laws against that. I thought you have to you have to report it for what happened, not what your opinion is. And I mean, one of the biggest things I thought, and it was like, it kind of like shook my foundation, which is going to seem ridiculous, but I've always looked at, like, the president of the United States as, like, I mean, obviously, like, our leader of the free nation, right? Like, probably the most powerful person as far as government is concerned, not money, but government in the nation, right? And when our president was banned from posting stuff on social media, I was like, they're going to go to jail. Like, I don't think
They're
any,
gonna go
I
to
can't,
jail.
freedom of speech.
Right.
How can they ban the president from
Right.
posting? And then that became the whole like cancel culture, right?
Right.
Where you're
we could do it to everybody now.
yes, you
Yeah.
say if you typed the word COVID on any social media platform,
Mhm.
it was shut down.
Yeah.
But yet we have pornography out there running rampant. You
Just
tell me how that happens, right? Like, how can that possibly be something that you can shut down a word that we put on there, but yet why? Because it's a huge multi-billion-dollar industry.
yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
all
disgusting?
about money nowadays, man. It is disgusting.
It is.
It is
And
very
that was my
disgusting.
first realization of like, holy crap, we actually don't necessarily get the truth. And then
we don't know it all. I mean, that's the
Right,
thing too.
right.
We there is so much
Yes.
blurred lines when things start coming out with these news outlets nowadays. And again, I think where the pivot point, and I think everybody started opening their eyes was during COVID, and they're like,
yeah,
they're just telling. And it brings me back to what, and I think it was World War II, right?
Yeah.
The big campaign that was made. It was the I'm gonna get it here. I'm gonna get it here. It was like post propaganda.
Yep.
When propaganda became big, that ended up shifting tides of war.
yep,
Right?
right.
Because people didn't know if they were winning or losing.
That's
But then
right.
everybody started dropping posters from
Isn't that
planes
crazy?
and putting out there that, oh, they're winning this or they're
Yes,
winning this.
yes.
It wasn't true,
That's,
but it shifted
that
tides.
was like the
So-
pre-social media. Isn't
and so
that
now we're
crazy?
getting here, and now you're getting this influx of stuff to where people don't have to fly over planes and drop pamphlets
Yeah.
or bribe newscasters or
Right,
pay
right.
for top dollar to get something on a. They'll just go to their phone. It's a free app. You can go do whatever you want and say whatever you want. And so if so many people say it, you get so many likes. It is literally propaganda at its finest.
Yeah.
And it's shifting, changing of mindsets
That's crazy.
for the United States.
Yes.
It's insane.
Well, and then I feel like the biggest, probably one of the biggest harmful situations, I'm at a loss for my word, but like one of the most harmful things that's happening right now is that the algorithms that are out there are
Ugh.
only feeding you what you watch.
Yeah.
And that is literally creating division.
Mhm.
Like I'm good with hearing what other people think. I'm totally good with agreeing to disagree. Like I'm good with that. I don't care what political party you're from. I don't care what religious beliefs you have. I don't care what, country you're from.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
I love you for who you are.
Right.
And I'm totally good with having differences of opinions. I'm totally good with that.
That's what
Like,
the whole point of
if
being
you're a
freedom
good
is,
person,
right?
right? You're a good person and you're living your life the best that you know how. And
Right.
the best, I mean, I'm not going to hang out with criminals, right?
Right.
But I mean, although I love them too, right? I mean, I love people have screwed up.
Some
We've
great
all
guys out
screwed
there,
up.
yeah.
No, that's right. I mean, I don't go hang out in prisons, but I do.
No, I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah.
But I mean, like literally, I feel like it's what is happening out there is now making you only see what you watch,
Mhm.
and it's devastating.
brainwashing people.
It is
literally brainwashing people.
devastating to people.
And you know what I've started getting on my algorithm, which I super like, is, how much brainwashing did it make to where this was bad? And it just shows like wholesome family moments and eating steak and being together and having difference of opinions and shooting guns and doing just the American thing. And it's like changing to where that's not how you're supposed to live. Who cares how you're supposed to just live?
Well, and here's
Live!
this is my biggest thing is like I'm okay with people who aren't pro gun. I'm okay with people who aren't, pro whatever my beliefs are,
yeah.
right? But the problem is that there's a culture out there now, and I believe it's like 3 or 4% of the population, but unfortunately it's a very loud population. If you do not believe what they believe, you hate them. That's how they feel. Like if you
That's
don't
fine. If they
believe
feel that
what
way, that's
they
fine.
believe,
Do your
you're
thing.
you're either for them or you're against them. And it just doesn't have to be that
Listen,
way.
haters gonna hate.
No,
Haters make me
but
famous.
the thing is, the haters are gonna hate. But I don't want to have the
Yeah.
hate put on me when I don't hate.
Right.
Stop making me a hater when I'm not a
It
hater.
sucks.
Like I love you for who you are. I don't care what your choices are. Go be you. Go live you. Go
Yeah.
dress the way you want. Go be the gender you want. Go do whatever works for you. But don't think that because I'm not, I mean, now I'm self-admittingly going to say I'm not good with being able to reference like they, them, or like, like the the different, what do we call them? Pronouns, our pronouns. I'm just not good at that.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not going to get someone who's used they or them in a certain way for 50 years and all of a sudden now going to refer to someone who's an individual as a they. Like, it just messes my brain up. It's not because I'm not trying to respect someone. I just can't. I feel like I'm wired. I've been wired a certain way for 50 years and now all of a sudden for me to, I'm like, my brain just doesn't get it. So I feel like, please understand that we're not, people that are probably 40 and above, to be honest with you, are not trying to be disrespectful. Our brains just can't get it, right? Yeah. So,
dude, people are still making mistakes and being like, oh, well, she said, he said, right? Like, it's still, that's still happening. That's been since the dawn of time, right? Like,
but it's not because I'm trying to be disrespectful or not receive what you want.
Yeah.
It's like you've changed the American language. I learned the American language. It's like going to another country and changing a word, and everybody else is now supposed to start using that word in a different way. And you're like, but that's not what the word means. Like, it just throws us for a little loop. So, but I am like, I love everyone. I love all walks of life. I just don't like that if I don't believe what you believe, you think that I hate you. It can't. There has to be a middle ground. It has to be okay for you to believe what you believe and for me to believe what I believe.
That's the whole point I think that we're getting at through this whole podcast here is you have the freedom to choose whatever you want to do, but you can't push it onto other people.
That's right.
And whatever you want to do, however makes you happy, as long as you know that what you are doing and this person doesn't know, it doesn't mean that you need to educate them or yell at them, right? Like, just be understanding to be different.
Right. Unless they ask for it. One of my favorite statements is unsolicited advice is not very welcome.
No.
Unsolicited advice. If you didn't ask for it, it's not usually well received, right? So wait for someone to ask you. Ask them if it's okay. Are you okay if I share my opinion? No.
Or don't.
Okay, great,
or
right?
Just don't.
But I mean, if you feel so compelled to tell someone your way because you think your way is the only way, maybe inquire whether or not someone wants to hear it, you know? I mean, I just feel like it doesn't have to go
there's literally
that way.
a saying, there's many different ways to skin a cat, right?
That's
Like,
exactly
there's many
right.
different ways to put it out there. So, I mean,
Yes.
that wouldn't have been a statement if that wasn't a thing.
Okay, so on this, we would be remiss talking about 250 years if we didn't talk about music. So
yes.
American music, it says the United States gave rise to musical genres that have influenced the world. And that's true.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go in the world, they are listening to American music.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, blues. Blues is one of my favorite. I've been to a B.B. King concert. I've seen Lucille. Country. We're totally country in Amador County. Rock and roll, hip hop, gospel, R&B, and pop. American music continues to shape global culture. But let's talk about the songs that have to do with America.
I think that's a great idea because I think there's some people that might believe there's some songs that do, but it means a completely different topic, right? So, I mean, right off the rip, I mean, I just want to think about songs that when you're at a barbecue and you're like, yeah, bless America, man.
I love it.
And all I can think about is Toby Keith.
Me too. I was totally thinking Toby Keith
is the best in making independence, military, and just God bless American music.
I love
it is just so. If you're not playing Toby Keith this weekend,
no, literally,
that is like the king of 4th of July.
So we always have a 4th of July playlist. And we always have to cue Toby Keith when the fireworks are going off, you know, because you're recording, right? So you're recording them. And that music in the background, like, it just makes the whole thing. Oh, yes. Yes, it is really awesome.
Well, music with anything always makes the thing, right? I mean, come on. That's how do you think superheroes got made superheroes? They have background music and walk-in songs.
Literally.
Like, come on.
Yes.
Gives you
we need
goosebumps.
A walk-in song, Garrett.
We made one. It's our very beginning song.
Yes, listen to our song. We are loving all of our new music that we're creating. It's so fun.
And that's super fun. We need to make an Independence Day song. This is going to be great.
We're gonna do it.
Yes.
Okay.
So my all-time favorite, and some it would change, but was it God Bless the Red, White, and Blue? Yep. Toby Keith's my favorite. Now I do like Toby Keith. There's one that he makes that says "Call a Marine," which is one of my all-time favorite songs. That's so great. That one's my favorite. But it's not anything to do with Independence Day. Just a soldier.
I don't even know how this begins. I want you to know this. Like, I'm not good at knowing like artist names unless it's like a song that I've known for a long, long time that I'll know the artist name. But like, if I know,
we should play that game one time.
Oh,
We should. We just should. Might as well. Just put the echo out here.
yeah.
Adam goes and just shuffles 5-6 songs.
I'd have to look it at him.
And we just play it.
That's fun. That's a really fun
I'm bad
game.
at it. On. I could listen.
Okay, listen.
Quick at it.
I could
Yeah,
finish
I'm
the
on the
words
spot, I
of
can
it.
do it.
If it needed you to finish the words of it, I could do it on
let's
any
do that
song
then.
you do.
Let's do that.
But
then.
I could not tell you who the artist is, and I, God forbid, could not tell you the name of the song.
Okay.
I would lose every time. But if it was like, if I had to finish the song, I could finish the song for you. But so speaking of finishing the song, the only part of this song that I know is this. Now, if it were playing, I would know it.
Right.
But when you're thinking of like the words that, so this is, it's got to be a Toby Keith song, and it's where
we're gonna hear it.
Okay, but I'm gonna just say it because you guys know that I can't sing that.
So you're gonna Johnny Cash it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just Johnny Cash it. So it's where he says, "We'll put a boot in your ass because it's the American way." I love that.
It is Toby Keith.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. I don't know. Sitting here, I don't know the words before or after, but if you played the song, I would.
Oh, I can sing that whole thing.
Oh, I love that. But I remember
like
that.
right now.
But I remember that one part. And it's like, that to me is like, it just gets you fired
It
up.
does.
Yeah.
Gives me goosebumps every time.
I love
You know,
it.
the only thing about that song that I don't like is he's talking about his dad, or maybe it might be two different songs, but he's talking about his dad. He's in the army, right? Well, yeah, lost his right eye, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Really resonates with me. But he says was in the army, but he's got his left arm's tatted Semper Fi. Okay, you're mixing two people here. All right,
That's right.
Army and Semper Fi. Semper Fi is Marine Corps.
It is, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
God bless Toby Keith, but there's a little bit of.
He's trying to mix the
I'm
bridges.
always like, you know what? It's a good song. I can't be mad about it. But, maybe he should have researched that one before he wrote it.
You know what? I bet there's a reason he didn't.
Oh,
I
probably.
Bet he knows.
He probably was trying to just
He
talk
knows.
to everybody.
Yeah,
He probably
yeah.
just reaching everybody, but he's got some good stuff out there. What's another one I was just looking up?
Okay,
Hold
so
on.
you were talking earlier about Independence Day. Who sings that?
McBride. Martina McBride.
Martina
and she
McBride.
sings, "This is Independence Day," right? Okay, that whole thing.
Kind of good.
Right?
Okay.
But I'm
No,
a closet
good.
singer, all right? I haven't made my big journey yet. Everybody's got to get to like 40, 50, and all of a
Okay.
sudden then they hit their stint, and now they're like singers and stuff. So
No.
I'm waiting for
Just
my
want
moment.
you all to know that in Nashville, we did actually do a...
Yeah, but my mic was broken.
Yeah, mine too.
My mic was off,
Mine
so
too.
I was just kind of just your dancing background. But this is Independence Day by Martina McBride. Some people will put that on there talking about that. But the whole premise of that song is getting away from abuse. So in the midst of being independent and getting free and freedom, but it's not about Independence Day. It's about having your own Independence Day, getting away from domestic
because it says Independence Day.
Yes.
So it's taken out of context.
Right.
I remember there's a lot of songs that talk about America that are actually not pro-America. And I think a lot of people don't think about that.
And a lot of them now are used during our Independence Day time, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I remember like during Woodstock, keep in mind I was born in 76, so I wasn't even alive during Woodstock, but I remember there being like a show on it and listening to all the music that was played. And a lot of that was anti-America. That was a big anti-America movement.
Well, there's this one, so like Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, right? Got a great uptown beat, but it's about veterans coming back with disillusion, hardship, and lack of support. So there's a very negative message in it if you really listen to it.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Bruce he's the king of rock and roll, right? Isn't that Bruce Springsteen? Yes, I'm gonna look it up. He is. He's the
king of rock
boss.
and
Remember,
roll?
he's the boss. Who's the king of rock and roll?
The king of rock and roll is
not Elvis.
Yeah, isn't that Elvis?
Let's look.
He's the king.
It's Elvis.
That's pop.
It's Elvis,
Yeah,
you
Elvis
guys.
is the king of rock and roll.
Elvis is the king of rock and roll. And it's fun to talk to people when Elvis was coming up. Yeah. And they all will be able to tell you where they were when he sang this song or what, all the concerts they went to.
Yeah.
Okay, so the king of rock and roll.
So if you guys want a good playlist for this weekend, I'm going to give you guys a couple songs. You guys can save this for a clip. So straight up patriotic pride, American pride songs, because that's the greatest pride month ever is America.
What is you're saying that type of song, or that is the name of the song?
No. These are just the types. So these are just clear 4th of July songs, straight up. So God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood.
Okay.
Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, Toby Keith.
Gotta love it.
Where the Stars and Stripes and Eagles Fly, Aaron Tippin.
Okay,
God Bless
okay.
America, Kate Smith and various artists. America the Beautiful, Ray Charles.
Oh, I love that.
The Star Spangled Banner, and you guessed it, Whitney Houston got it on the top there. I mean, people have sung the Star Spangled Banner, but Whitney Houston kills it.
Whitney Houston kills everything she sings.
My Country, Tis of Thee, traditional. Yankee Doodle, traditional.
Okay, but American
just
Heart
like the
by
normal.
Faith Hill.
America, Heart by Faith Hill.
That's
Faith
a
Hill.
good. I know, I love Faith Hill.
Ragged Old Flag, Johnny Cash. Only in America, Brooks and Dunn.
Yep,
That's another
yep.
solid
That
song
is
right
good.
there, too.
Yeah.
Made in America, Toby Keith. And then Living in America, James Brown.
So now there's a couple more here.
Miley Cyrus Party. You know what? Let me ask what it thinks. So hold on. Yeah.
So America
What
by
do-
Simon and Garfunkel. That's another one. And then Color Me America by Dolly Parton. American Girl by Tom Petty. That's fun. No better anthem to kick off your summer barbecues than that one right there. The Star Spangled Banner by Whitney Houston.
See, I'm telling you, that's a top.
Yeah,
that's a
it is.
top 10 for sure.
No, this one is on this one. Miley Cyrus Party in the USA is number 10.
Yeah.
It all just and then America.
What'd you use to look up? Just Google.
I just typed it into whatever's on. I think Safari.
Okay.
I use Safari on mine. American Pie.
You know what we need to bring back? And I remember learning it in schools, is the traditional songs like Yankee Doodle and what's the other one?
Oh, hold
Like
on.
Old
This
Faithful
was one
or
that I
other
just
songs
read.
like that. I don't know if kids are learning
This
that
land
anymore. Or
is
kids
your
learn-
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
I love
traditional
that.
like hiking / boating
Yes,
songs that they had when
yes.
they were doing these stuff.
I
Or
wonder
it's,
if
I
they
think
are
of it more like
learning
a
that.
bar themed song. You know,
Will
I always think
drop it
right
in
around.
the comments if
they're-
your kids are still learning those songs
That would be
in
great
school.
to know. They should know. Those are like
We used
straight
to
up
learn them
250.
in like the cafeteria.
Right,
You're all sitting on the
right.
ground. You had like the guy, ours was Mr. Green. He would have his guitar and he would sing and we would learn all of these America songs. Yeah.
Mr. Red, White, and Blue.
No, his name was Mr. Green. Adam,
Yeah.
it wasn't Mr. Red, White, and Blue.
Have you ever taken red, white, and blue and mixed it together?
Was it color?
Green.
Okay, you guys, it was Mr. Green. Okay, well, we just
Are all your hold on? Are all your before we get off real quick? Are all your teachers' colors? You had Mr. White, Mr. Green. Are you sure they didn't have other names?
Mr. Green
and
was
that
not a teacher. He was just the music teacher. But I
Right.
I had Ms. North. That was one. I mean, it was a direction, not a color.
Yeah. Which you're great
Let me
with.
think if I've had other. No, Davis.
Mr. Brown.
Gonzo. No, I don't think so. Mr. Lucky. We had Mr. Lucky.
Yeah, but he's also been here since dinosaurs
Well,
roamed
I know,
the
but
world,
his last
so-
name is Lucky. We're talking about the names of our teachers.
That's true.
Yeah, Mr. Lucky. Anyway, so please know we are proud Americans. We are proud to be
Listen,
celebrating
I'm
250
starting here with 10, and I'm going to come back with 10.
because he's going to light off fireworks. Okay.
Boom.
So it's children may not be safe, but
Safe and sound.
And sound. Okay.
Safe and sound.
We're safe and sound.
We're also going to play
We're doing
taps
a barbecue.
and sing the Chessie Pooler.
We're doing a barbecue because we can see the fireworks from
Yes.
our house. So we have all the decor. We got the tri-tip and the barbecue and all the salads. And yep, it'll be fun. So if you don't have anywhere to go, come to our house.
Hey, if you guys want to interact with this, you know, tell us what your guys' 4th of July plans are, and then give us your song you think is the most patriotic.
Yes. What's your best America song?
Yes.
And we probably should sing Happy Birthday to America. No, I'm totally kidding. You guys, that's like one of the hardest songs to sing. I always am silent.
Really?
Oh no, on Happy Birthday I do this.
I'm going to start making a collage video of her during birthday parties.
I
of
just
her,
like, mouth them. No, you're not going to know. But here's the thing. My girls have really great voices. And I learned it when they were like in junior high. And Emily was trying to tell me
You learned the song Happy Birthday
No,
in
I
junior
learned
high?
that they had really great voices
Oh,
in
gotcha.
junior high. No, so
They
she was
learned the
trying to
song.
tell me a song on K-Love that she loved. And when she sang it, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounded exactly like the song. Like they didn't get that from us. I'm just telling you. But they were blessed with very good voices.
Well, you know, if their absolute amazing careers fall apart, we know they can go be
they're gonna
singers.
listen. They're just gonna sing to their kids. But what I do tell them is, please sing loud during the birthday song.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Happy birthday, America.
Real talk, no filter,
The views and opinions expressed on Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Divine Properties, their affiliates, sponsors, advertisers, or any organizations discussed on this program. This podcast is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, tax, real estate, medical, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate information, we make no representations or warranties regarding its completeness or reliability. By listening to this podcast, you acknowledge that Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett, Kandi Thompson, Garrett Gray, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Divine Properties, their affiliates, guests, sponsors, advertisers, and all associated parties shall not be held liable for any actions, decisions, losses, damages, claims, or consequences arising from the use of or reliance upon any content presented in this podcast.